good evening, everybody. You have your girl, the Princess of Radio. Y'all know Evangelist DJ Renee. Y'all know the one and only. Well, I say hello to YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and anybody else as far as my voice can be heard. I say hello to each and every one of you. Hey, y'all, we got a topic. Hey, Tina Broomfield, God bless you. If you got enough followers to come up on the platform, you can, because we about to talk a little bit about this election. I have my girl, Desiree Hall, all the way out of Miami, Florida. Say hello. And they
Hello,
might
everybody.
hear you, because some of them are on TikTok so they can hear you. So
Oh,
we
please
want to let
TikTok.
we want them to hear you. So y'all, we're gonna talk about what's coming up. We're gonna do a little bit of talk about the election and other things that's going on in our society and community, and perhaps your state, what's going on in your state, and who's running for election in your state. Again, if you come in on TikTok and you want to keep it civil, we may invite you up and we'll talk about this election. Of course, you already know I favor 2024 Miss Harris. Now y'all might beg the difference. I don't know, but that's who I'm favoring. Okay, let me turn this music down so the people on the radio station can hear as well. Let's see, let's get this together. And we're going to get ready and we're going to have a productive conversation for a little while with my girl. And then when I don't have anybody want to talk, then I'll go ahead on and I'll play some music. Me, hey, that's what I do. All right. So anyway, this is again, I said from Miami. I'm from Louisiana. I am from Louisiana. And Des and I are both from red states. But I mean, nothing wrong with ain't nothing wrong with all the Republican people. So it's not about the Republican peoples. It's about is it legislation or whatever people vote on. That's what it's about. Legislation. I can't say the word, but anyway, that's what.
Legislators.
Yeah, legislators. So that's what it's about. So that's what it means when it comes to voting and how you vote. Because I thank God for our Republican brothers and sisters who have came over and endorsed Miss Harris, because they are thinking about the whole picture and the benefit of our country as a whole, according to what I'm hearing and what I'm understanding. Now, come on now. Y'all go ahead on Facebook, tag somebody in here, because somebody don't know what's going on in our society, and they need to hear what's going on. And that's why we are here, to let you know what's going on, or either to just talk to you and see how you are thinking. Now they say you can't tell nobody who to vote for. I will tell you now. You ain't got to vote for them, but I can tell you what I want to tell you. But you don't have to vote for them. You can make your own decision. You can go and do your own research, and you can see. Because I've been on platforms, and some people said they have did their research for the candidate that I'm not voting for. Some of them said they have had personal experiences that they were better off with the other party. Now, Des, can I ask you a question? Because I mean, it's interesting to me, and it was interesting to some of the other platforms that I have been on. There are a few individuals that happen to be of our skin color that said that they never see any tax breaks. They never see any flooring of money for their personal own business when the Dems are in office. but they said that they see and they have plenty of money and their companies do real well when the pubs are in office. I mean, do you know enough about the offices? Know enough about the parties to see if if that can really be possible that they saw more money when
Well,
the go ahead
go ahead. Go ahead.
when the pubs was in instead of the Dems. Now, what some on the platforms that I've been on have said and have been telling them, no way, Joe, no way, Jose. They have said that the surpluses and the negatives and the almost in depressions have been when the pubs have been up in there, and the Dems have to come and clean up a lot of stuff to try to
Right.
get it back going right. And they have said that whenever these people thought that they were seeing more was because of something that the Dems had put in place to start making it better. And those first 2 years that the pubs was in there, they were benefiting off of what the Dems had put in place. So, and then if you get a Dem in place, a lot of time they are dealing with what the pubs have put in there. And normally they've done got the country in a mess. So what's your experience for the knowledge that you know for yourself personally? Because I know most of it about what I'm being told and I
Mhm.
kind of believe it. But okay. So what do you know for yourself personally
Well,
that you
as far as what they were saying, I prefer to answer or to elaborate when they're on here, instead of going by hearsay. But I do believe the Dems have put a lot of things in place to help us, and a lot of times the Dems have to clean up what was already messed up.
so but you know this, you've seen this for yourself.
Hmm.
Okay, because I know when they do the fact check on some of the major stations, a lot of time they checking this and they fact checking that, and then you got like, okay, what did you think about the debate? Let's talk about that. Okay, now I know we got excited about our girl, but as a whole, because there was even some of the commentators or some of the fact checkers were saying, oh well, DT, he started off good with the economy and he had it going for the first 15 minutes. And then after that, he lost it. He had nowhere else to go. So, what do you really think about the debate itself?
Well, the debate itself, it was exactly what I expected, honestly, because of the experience that Kamala has, and she was prepared and ready. However, he stuck with the immigration and the borders, and that's pretty much where it lied with me, with him, um, and he didn't have a way to go.
Excuse
But
me.
I think what the Dems are trying to do is just basically bring everybody together, first of all, because the country is so divided. So I think their focus, not saying that they're getting away from the different topics or the different issues and different things that are going on, but I think their main thing is pretty much to bring everybody together, whether you're dim, pub, or whatnot. Bring this country together and let us figure out how to make this thing work with all of us. And I believe that the Dem Party, they're they're considering everyone and not just a particular party or a particular race or a particular culture. But
Okay,
the
okay. How can you take that stand? What exactly what exactly makes you think they are trying to bring the country together and the opponent is not trying to or either the other party is not trying to bring them together?
well, what was so different? What was so different about the Democratic convention versus the pub convention? It was all about division for the pubs. Make this country great again. which I feel that they were just talking about one race, um, not everybody included. So it's like make America great again. It's basically let's take back our country, which was never their country in the first place. I don't know how they figured that, and the Indians were already here. But anyway, but that that's
Yeah, it's hard not to go there. I know you don't want to go there, but
it,
it's
it is
just
what it
hard.
is.
It's just hard not to go there because, like I said, what they said, the something is in the pudding or whatever. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, and I'm honestly trying to be really politically correct here and not trying to um
take sides.
yeah, take sides or sound racist or anything of that sort. So but I believe in all of us coming together. I believe in all of us, having our rights to maneuver and say and do how we feel that is best for us to do. And I don't think anybody should take that right away. you know
Okay.
not saying that I believe in everything that the Dems are doing. However, we fought for our rights, and it's our right to believe and feel how we want. Okay. I don't believe in uh what can I say, um how can I want to I want to put this the right way. Dictatorship. I don't
I
believe
was
in
about to go there. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
dictatorship and control, because he once said that after this election you'll never have to vote again. So we have to pay attention to all of that. You know,
So was that something you actually heard him say with your own ears? Is that what people say he
no.
said?
I heard it.
Okay.
Um, so with that being said, it's these are little things that we have to pay attention to and not just say this man is crazy, okay, and don't know what he's talking about. In other words, he's laying it all out point blank. So we have to pay
Okay.
attention to that as well. um I just feel that the Dems came out punching. They came out ready. They came out wanting to bring unity to our country. you know
Okay.
I just whether you vote pub or whether you vote Dem, just vote. Exercise that right to vote, and that's what I'm advocating for all of us to do, is to go out and vote. Use your voice to vote, because if you don't vote, then you got to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You had a chance to express how you feel through going to the ballot, okay, going to the polls.
Okay, and isn't it funny though? The main ones that won't exercise their vote will be the main ones that'll be hollering when things are not going a certain way, and who wants everything. They always wanting something, but they won't vote. So, I
Right.
mean, I just don't understand that one.
Right. So, a lot of people feel that their voice don't matter. People going to do what they want to do anyway. And, I just heard it all. Right. And then you
Mhm.
have this new generation that is coming up that are very undecided on
Mhm.
who to vote for. Is very confusing to them. And I think a lot of times, even as the candidates, let them know what is your role. What is your role, whether you're running for Senate, commissioner, councilwoman, councilman, remind them, because a lot of times they don't know. The undecided will stay undecided if they don't get educated on the government. Yeah, they did it in school or whatnot, but sometimes it don't stick. So if we can kind of go back and just remind them of the role and what our role consists of in the communities, in the House of Representatives, and the like, then it will help. Now we also need to be a little bit more clear on our views on the different topics or whatnot, because our these children, they're very confused, and this is what I've heard with my own ears, and these are the votes that we cannot lose.
Okay. So, like you were saying up in the meeting that you were in, they wanted to make sure they know that they need to vote, and that's something that they focusing on. That they would at least go out and exercise their right to vote, no
Right,
matter who they're voting for, because of all the people who sacrifice. That you might have that voice, and you might have that opportunity to go to the polls, that opportunity to make a decision, for yourself,
right,
for yourself.
right.
Okay.
So and she's not the only one, you know, and yes, she was from a different culture. She was an American citizen. This was her first time voting. She was 21 years old, and she was just, I don't know who to vote for, and I don't understand. So since I don't know who to vote for, and I don't want to pick the wrong party or the wrong person, I just rather not vote. And that's what we don't want. We don't want. We want them to go out to the polls, get that experience, vote. And like I said, if some of the candidates or all of the candidates would just take a moment and just remind the people of their role, right? And not just assume everybody know what the senator does and what their job is, what the mayor does, and what he or she job is. And like I said, the commissioner and the councilman and the councilwoman, because you have a whole nother generation. And shoot, some of our generation and the baby boomers and the vets, they don't even know. You understand? They just like the Dems are for the poor people, the Republican, the pubs are for the rich, but they don't really understand the role and how it all works. So I think just going back and just reminding us of of the roles and what we're voting for and who we're voting for and what they'll do for us. And I think that will
What?
definitely help.
Okay. What do you say to what is your message to those who said because she is a woman, she can't run the country? Now,
Oh,
I was on a platform. I was well before you answer that. I was on a platform last night, and there were about three gentlemen. I know two gentlemen says that other countries, like Ukraine, I think y'all call it, and maybe Russia, different companies, different countries are not going to respect her as our president. They're not going to want to talk to her. They're not going to want to deal with her because they don't have women
and
up in
leadership.
those in leadership, and they don't encourage women in leadership, and that's going to be like a doom for the country because we're not going to be able to get that communication avenue with them. And I told them, they said that because Obama was of color, that they weren't going to listen to him or they weren't going to want to talk to him either. But guess what happened? They come to their senses. And so I told them, I believe when she takes her rightful place as president, that they're going to do what they're supposed to do. But so what's your take on that?
Well, I want I agree to what they said as far as other countries, because you do have countries that are very male dominated as far as leadership, and that goes back from way back in the day. Women and children was all almost like the same dynamic, right? As far as rights and and what to do and when to do it, they were told when to do that. So now it's a women's leadership type of thing that's happening right now. And I don't know how they're gonna. I'm gonna just say this. I don't know how that dynamic gonna work. Obama was different because President Obama was, although he was black, he was male. So it is a different respect there. But as far as President-elect Kamala, it may be some discrepancy there as far as males in other countries because they don't respect women in leadership.
And we ain't gonna even be upset with them because the ones in this country don't respect it. So,
Right,
uh,
right. You still have some male dominance here that don't respect women in leadership. However, it is what it is, and she, if she was to win, she will be our president of the United States, and there has to be a demand on that.
okay,
As
and
far
they
but
and,
like I said, as far as the other countries, you do have other countries that do not respect women in leadership.
but do you feel that because what hey Granny, you wanted to come up, you could. Uh, do you think that it will hinder her running the country though? Because see, some people are gonna base their vote on that. Some people are gonna base their vote on how she's gonna be able to communicate with other countries. So, do you think someone, or would you base your vote, or would you tell your girls and your husband to base their vote on the fact that she's not gonna be able to get the respect from the other countries to make deals for us?
No, no. I don't think it will hinder in a sense, but but she knows what she knows. She's very well versed. She's very well scripted. She's very well prepared to run the country. Now, she has a force that is also behind her. And I know that they will put a plan and structure in place in order for whatever her word says to go forth.
Okay, there was a gentleman that said, and I heard some other people said, what did you think about her VP pick? One man said last night that he's weak. So, and then by her being a woman, they kind of like shooting, shooting like she's a woman. That's weakness. Then her VP is weak. So, what do you say to that?
Listen, I'm not going to say that the man is weak. Um, he also has a lot of experience, and not only with that, with people in itself. So I just say give him a chance. Give him a chance. See what he can do, and see what he will do. But I wouldn't put him in a category of he's weak.
Okay, so on the flip side, uh, the ex-president DT and his running mate, do you think that they that much stronger than her and her VP that they could make such a big difference on the good side or on the positive side for our country?
Wow.
I'm just saying, since they said that she is a woman, so that disqualifies her to be able to stand. Then her VP is they said weak, so that makes him can't run this country. So uh what do you think? Now you don't want to know what I think, but what do you think concerning
So wait, what do you think, Renee? What? Like I said,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. What do you think?
Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Well, look. What I don't think he should have never got in office the first time. I don't think he should have never got near a presidential seat the first time. And whatever he did or whatever they think that he did was so good, I'm sure. And if I had somebody, I bet it all on the fact that it was because of what somebody else did. Anything that was positive and good, at any time, it was about the direction of somebody else. Okay, I my research is what people have researched. And when they share the research with me, I don't always have to go and read it because first of all, I do have common sense for one. And so anyway, a lot of the things that could have been better, even with the borders and stuff, because he refused, I'm told, to sign it or to let it go forward. He had something that he could run on this time and try to blame it on the Dems.
Right.
So, and then they said that he is a businessman, but he filed bankruptcy I don't know how many times, according to the statistics and the speakers that
Knows
I
how to
listened to.
manipulate the system.
Huh?
Whereas I said he just knows how to manipulate the system, right? Um,
Okay.
to get what he wants when he wants, because he has that dictatorship character, that control manipulative character. And the thing is, you got to remember, he has always had money. Okay. From his father, it was passed down. So he doesn't know what it is like to even get out and work and build and um, just go to school and work hard for what you want, right? So that he can't even relate to something like that. And if you see what the Democratic Party did, or what the Dems did, sorry, what the Dems did, they brought everybody from every walk of life, even down to the military. You understand what I'm saying? These people, they go out, they fight for us every day. When we're in our bed sleeping, they're sacrificing their lives. So anyone in our military, they need to be honored. And I don't think that they got that from the former. And
Okay. Okay.
so just to
So do
say,
you
this
do
party,
you read?
I no,
I'm sorry.
I really don't feel that this is going to be a weak party at all.
Okay. Okay. So do you hmm, do you feel that what do you feel about uh the people of color who are standing by uh DT when over I'm told when over 200 people in the pubs party has endorsed Kamala.
I
Is
really
it
want to hear
something
their views. I
that
really want to hear their views. I don't want to pass judgment, but I would really want to hear their views on why they feel the way that they feel.
okay,
That's
okay,
what I would say. I would want to, because I think everybody deserves a chance. I'm very optimistic, right? So I think I would prefer to hear their views on why they feel they're going to stand for DT, or why they're not going to stand for the other party. What are your views, and what do you think or feel that is going to happen? And why did you base your what did you base your decision on?
okay. So tell me this: Project 25, Project 47. However, because they tell me they ain't that much different, and they say in Project 25, uh, DT name is mentioned about 300 times.
But listen, if you remember, on the debate, he denied the whole Project 25, right? It was
Right.
like, I I don't know where that came from. Yada, I can't remember his exact words, but he wasn't taking ownership or responsibility for Project 25. Now I do know that it was already written prior to him coming in, but it's something that he's endorsing, and that's what he was denying the fact, because what Project 25 would do to our culture and our people is to take us back. Anything that talks about equality, or us as a people leveling up, that's what he doesn't want. Or the Project 25 is not going to allow.
Okay. So you're saying that the Project 25. So have you read any of it at all?
I have not read any of it as far as verbatim of what it says, but I do have the pamphlet. I can send it to you if you don't have it. But I would say
Okay.
verbatim reading it, no. It's
Okay. Okay.
900 and something pages.
Hello to all those stopping by on Facebook, YouTube, or on TikTok. We're having a conversation. I will be having a conversation with one of my NAACP leaders a little later, I think, and I'm having a conversation with a sister, a sister through Christ, a sister in Miami, Florida, and we're just talking about this upcoming election and how important it is for everybody to vote, regardless of who you vote for. But I'm just asking her a few questions of what she understands about uh, both candidates, really, and their VP, and she's very intelligent, not to move too swift, but not to move too slow, and to stay to and try to keep things clean and positive. That's her mo. But everybody mo is not like that. But that's her mo. You said that the Project 25, what you said, it's not really good. But well, I'm sure you're voting for, okay, are you voting, well, do you mind sharing who you're voting for?
I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm a Democrat, so yeah. I'm I'm
Wait, hold up, hold
I'm
up, hold up, hold up. No, that wasn't no good answer. No, ma'am. Because we
I
need some pubs to vote for Kamala. So we don't want you to vote for Kamala because she's a Democrat.
no,
Uh,
oh, definitely not. Definitely
and we
that
don't want you to
that's not
vote.
even the reason, but I am. And I just think that she is the better candidate. Let me rephrase that. So it's not based off of because that's my party. Um I have had some questions about other candidates in the past, and I'm a Democrat, but it all worked out. I'm like that undecided person in the past I was that undecided person. So when I heard the next generation talking about it, that's why I can pretty much relate on how they feel. So it's definitely not based off just because I'm a Democrat. But as far as when I heard the debate and I heard different topics, I think that our candidate is a more prepared uh, candidate for president.
So tell me this: if
Not
it
because
would
she's
have been,
a woman either.
so not because she's black and she's a woman either. Okay, so you can without a doubt say, okay, check this one out. Can you say if the table was flipped, and DT used to be a Democrat, so can you say that if DT was a Democrat at this present time and Miss Kamala was a Republican at this present time, do you think she would still get your vote over
Yes,
DT?
yes, because of what she stands for. Um, and like I said, that dictatorship mentality, thinking I don't have to go to nobody because I am the head person or that lead person, and I do what I want, I say what I want. That in itself is a big no for me. And then
Okay, how likely Cause make me understand, cause a lot of people feel that a person can't just go in there and change that like that. They have to have legislature, or they have to have Senate votes, they have to have the House votes or whatever.
Right.
So how much power does that president have to become a dictator just like that? How can he do that?
Well,
Do you know?
that's why he wants to. I don't really know all the ins and outs, but I would say this. This is why he's trying to change certain laws so he would have that type of power.
Okay, I did hear
But
that. I did hear
so
that as
yeah,
well.
yeah, so that's what it is. If I know I have to change certain laws that I can get that type of power. And and that's why the Constitution was set, right? So it's driving him nuts that he just can't go in and do what he wants. But it's a knockdown drag out, and he feels that if they don't agree with him, he fires them. If their thoughts are not like he is thinking, he fires them. These are people that have worked and toiled in our government for years. So the fact that and he didn't deny it on the debate. Yeah, because they're not doing their job. So I fired them. That, let me tell you, anybody that has no regards of firing someone, and I'm not saying this just to be saying it, but when you have when you really don't have a track record on them, but and it's all based off of they're just going against what I'm saying all the time, that I feel that you need to be fired because you're not doing your job.
So you're
or,
saying that,
or you're not doing it the way that I thought you should have done it or instructed you to do it. And maybe what you instructed may have been the wrong way because they're more experienced. They've been here. They're vetted in this. So he had no regards at all on that. And it just shows lack of leadership. It definitely shows lack of leadership. So if you
okay,
lose your whole cabinet, your whole party, you understand what I'm saying? Your whole team, just about, and you firing them all. That's a problem. It shows that
okay,
something is wrong. Something is wrong there.
okay. You say his whole thing.
Just
You
about.
say,
Just about. And when Kamala brought it up at the debate, he was like, "Yeah, because they wasn't doing their job."
yes, indeed, like a big spoiled brat, huh?
Yes, yes. So the
So,
tantrum, it's just a bad lack of leadership that was displayed all the time.
okay, so with with him having all those characteristics like that, don't it make you wonder what's wrong with the people in our country that he would be, first of all, that he won over Hillary, first of all, which I feel like all this is in a plan with God, though. So that's why it went like it went. And then we had the experience, like somebody was saying, the good thing about him winning that election at the time that he won the election, it opened our eyes about our country. It
Right.
opened our eyes about some of the things up in the upper level and how they would allow some people to do some things and other people would probably go to prison for it, or other people would probably be counted out for certain things. But how they allow somebody who was known to have money and be rich do just anything they want to do. They could still get elected. They could still rerun for president and still have 45% of the country still talk about I'm going to go for him. And then this party thing, to see how people are so naive to party and to right or to togetherness, as you said earlier, and then to show how people will allow somebody to bring the worst out in them, like on January the 6th, uh, how that went
Let me tell
down.
you,
How,
that was a sad day. That was an embarrassment for our country.
a
I
very
couldn't.
embarrassing.
Yes, I couldn't believe what I was watching, and 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 it was like he gave them a right to feel that that was okay. That was okay. If
Well,
that would have went any other way, you know, it wouldn't have went down like that.
well, that's what I was about to say. If
It would literally been a bloodbath.
any Democrat president, but especially if it had been President Obama who stood and said whatever he said, do you think they would still be making excuses for him and say, oh, but people do what they want to do? He didn't go down there. They went on their own. He can't make nobody go down there. Do you think that would have been the same talk if it had been
Not. Of
President
course
Barack
not.
Obama?
Of course not.
Or
They know.
if the majority of those people would have been our color.
So already it wouldn't even gotten that far. First of all, it wouldn't even gotten that far. Um it would have just been a total bloodbath, right?
Come
Um
on, that
and
part.
it's just sad to see. That was the sad part, for them to feel that that was okay to do. Um and he has been the crazy part about it is he's been indicted on all of this and still is able to run for president. What's going on? That in itself, when we have our people that have done crimes and can't even get a job,
Can't vote, can't get a
can't vote,
job.
right? Can't vote, have to pull teeth to get their record expunged, so they'll have some type of right. It's not fair. So this is what I think the Dems really want to do. They want to bring this country back together. It's going to be
And some of the repubs that are going against
right, right,
nominee, the
right.
nominee for the party.
Absolutely, absolutely, because it's too much. It's too much. And if I would go spiritual, you know, this is a country that's supposed to stand on biblical principles, but to promote hate, to promote um, uh, confusion because you can't get what you want, that's not standing on biblical grounds. We need to
Right,
welcome God back into our country. We need to put God first in our country. We need to go back to the power of prayer in our country. And that's with any candidate, whether you're a pub or dim, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your background, your color, your creed, your status, your nationality. It doesn't matter.
but
We
guess what? But what they gonna argue with you? But what they gonna argue with you, and what they gonna argue with us about? How can you support Dems? Cause they want Roe versus Wade to come back. They are not happy that we got rid of that, which was unaliving babies before they could be born. They allowing the same people to be together that are of the same origin. So how can you all say you want God back, but here yet still you want people to do things that you want to make laws for people to do things that's contrary to God? What
because you
would
know
you
what,
say to them?
this is what I would say. When God is welcome back in our country, I mean sincerely, and prayer is welcome. Let God do the directing. and giving these people wisdom on decisions that they're making. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Renee?
I hear you.
When God is placed back, I believe that God has the power to touch individuals' lives. He can do what we cannot do. So if the decision is something that I may not agree on, because you're really not going to agree on everything, because I don't agree on everything that they say. However, I have to look at the overall, right? So we just pray that God gives them the wisdom and the power when they make these certain decisions.
Well, when it comes to that, what I said to them, and I am a Christian, but I am liberal in my thinking as a Christian. And I'm this way about that. I realize in this country, even though they said that it's built on biblical principles, I don't think that included everybody in the first place. And I don't think that they did things biblically toward a race of people. So I don't think they that deep religious in the first place, and I don't think they that worried about this country being under God in the first place. The ones who have a problem with the Dems who allow certain laws, and then again, like you said, it may not be my preference, and it may not be what I would do personally, but as a leader, I would have to realize, and I think that's what the leaders realize, before we let people ask for their rights because they have a choice to do what they want to do. And you cannot make them serve the God that you serve, and you cannot make them feel the way you feel about things. And they have a right, if they're part of this country, to have some kind of rights to do what they want, whether you agree with them or not, whether you enforce them in your life or not, or whether you support it in your circle or not. You cannot keep denying certain people, especially if they tearing up your city and having all these marches and just disturbing everything. Sometimes you have to yield because God yields and say, okay, let them go ahead. You know, that's their community. That's what they want to do. But I'm the only one can change them. You can't make them stop this and stop that just because you don't let them have they law to do what they please. And we ain't talking about like just unalive somebody or just go in the store and do what they want to do, or just maybe rope people or something like that. Those are the kind of stuff we need to be concerned about, not concerned about this person want to be with that person, because that's between them and God. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But us, the ones who are Christians, we just teach and preach what is right, and it's still up to the individual to make a
And
choice
everyone
to
have
do.
their free will. But I was just speaking from as far as a leader who has to make these decisions, because
But even with the leader who has to make these decisions, um, if we really look in the Bible, there was some decisions made that didn't seem like it lined up with principles. But at
absolutely.
times, God would allow certain things and allow people to go head on with certain things because this is a nation of people, not just one group of people. That's why he always had his chosen people, and then
Hmm.
he had the other people. But
Then
since
he
we are
always,
mixed,
no, no, go ahead. Since we are
since we are a mixed breed of people in the United States, we have to allow people to have their rights,
right,
you know. And the thing
he
with the
also had them to have elders and others around them where they can seek wise counsel as well. So we have to take all of that in accountability, and and just really, like you said, even from now, like you said, even from the beginning of time, like really biblical principles, and you had all of this stuff going on because they saw it like they wanted to see it, right? But I feel that if we just welcome God back into this country and initiate the power of prayer, not just when something happens, not when something gets blowed up, not when something goes wrong, but all the time, and pray and ask for his guidance, you know.
But remember, that's going to be our group of people. That's not going to be the United States as a whole, because some of them have decided, this is my God, this is my God, this is my God.
Even our group of people, we're a
Right,
strong nation, right?
right,
So even our group of people, we can't be lacking it.
right.
We can't be lacking it. And that has to be definitely initiated, to see a lot of change happen.
Okay, okay.
But I do
So,
agree with what you were saying. But when and it Renee, it goes so far back to slavery times and all of that, and it's really too deep. And we don't have time right now to actually touch into all of that. Um, so I'm really just trying to stay on the surface, because I know I can't
okay,
be on.
so do you believe that if the vote gets out, because I believe that when the vote gets out, and I believe the vote is going to get out, do you believe that, okay, people feel uh, the Secretary Hillary Clinton just knew she had it, and some people said she stopped campaigning and didn't do this and didn't do that. And somebody was saying that Kamala didn't go somewhere where she was invited. But now you got to be wise in some of this stuff, and you got to make selections because she only have a short time, and she has to go where most of them swing states is where she got to go.
And I think
Because
no, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, and I
Oh,
think
go ahead.
she made a direct impact, um when she did step out, and she stepped out hard. She held no blows. So even with the Democratic convention, I think it was definitely a plus for her. It was definitely a plus for her, where you still had people that was undecided that made their decision that week. So
Right.
now it's that percentage of those other undecided and more younger generation to make that decision. But I think even in this short time, she has definitely made a powerful impact.
So how about Taylor Swift? How 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 strong? Because see, what people have to realize, a lot of people might like these celebrities and stuff, but if you don't drive it home, if you don't drive it home, that you got to go register, which is only like another week or two that people can register.
Right.
They can say Taylor Swift endorsed her, and they can say she got all these billions of followers, but they say she is doing her part, and they say a whole lot of people are actually doing their part all over this country, especially females. And I think there are a lot of males that have really come aboard too, even though you have a lot of them that haven't. So I think it's very important that, and that's another reason why I wanted to talk about this tonight. And this is not the last time we need to talk about this with some other people too. Uh, there's they will have to get out and go and check and see if they're registered. They can't take it for granted, because some people show up at the poll the day of the election and find out they've never been registered. You cannot vote. Or either some people show up and you up in a whole nother state, you register somewhere else, you ain't never changed your registration. So it is so important that people, as far as our voice can be heard, will know that they need to go today, tomorrow. They need to go to the registrar's office and find out if they are still on the roll, and where do they go to vote. And if they're going to be out of town, going to work, going on a trip, they don't need to take it lightly. they need to make sure they get the absentee ballot, and they need to figure out how they're gonna return the absentee ballot. And all these people who they talk about, nobody can come give water. They need to freeze them about $5 of water and
Right.
put it in their sack or whatever while they're standing out. And I think, especially in your state, different states where they have made laws where nobody can give you water while
Water,
you wait.
right,
And how
or
cool
passing out
is that?
food or anything of that sort. So this is another big thing we've been talking about is going to vote and finding out, are you registered to vote. So if you have gotten married and you need a name change, if your name is not matching what's on your driver's license or your ID card, you need to go and get that situated ASAP, because registration ends October 7th. So everybody needs to go and find out if I'm registered, and if you are registered, um is everything matching in order for me to vote November 5th. So that's so important. Do not procrastinate on that. You have until October 7th. Don't wait till the last day. Find out, change your address, change your name, whatever changes or edits need to be made, for everything to match up on your voter's registration card as it looks on your ID or your driver's license. Make sure you get that done, because your voice matters. We need you all to come out in those polls heavy November 5th. So please don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Make sure you're able to vote on November 5th. Go check your registration. Go to supervisors of elections in your state, in your city, in your town, and see and check. Please don't wait till the last minute. That's so important, Renee. And I'm glad you brought it up, because that was one of the things that I wanted to also say, um, about registration. So registration deadline is October 7th.
Okay, okay. One other thing, something else I want to say. Mm. And are you encouraging people to try to find out who they can bring to the poll, who they can
Oh,
give a
like
ride to the
carpool?
poll?
Are you talking in reference to carpooling?
Right.
Yes, yes. Whatever you need to do, and you said something, freeze your own water, pack you a lunch, because different states is different people. Like here in the state of Florida, especially in my county, Broward and Dade County is one of the largest population of people here. So listen, when it's time to vote, those lines be wrapped around the building sometime. And now they're trying to, well, they already enforced it where you can't give out water, you can't do this. So it's other things. Let's be creative, people. And if we have to stand in the lines, or you can do early voting, they have early voting. So make sure you do your early voting if you don't want to stand in the lines, but just don't make that be an excuse for you not to vote.
Okay. And
You
early
know, take
voting
your
is
family
very,
with you. Like we go as a family. We have been as a family. All of us. It's two different households. My household, my parents' household, and we will all go together and stand out there together and just have a great time with each other. It's a time to meet other people. We make it do what we do, but please do not make that as of an excuse not to go out and vote. Carpool, like you said, Renee. If you know someone that needs a ride, our elderly, let's encourage them to do the absentee ballots and have it sent by mail or whatnot, so everybody is able to exercise their right to vote.
so like you say you feel pretty good. So with the thing of the males not wanting a woman to lead, and especially my first thing was I felt that we were gonna have more problem out of the black preachers than anything with this situation. And so, and many would say, would you rather to see a person that uh should this thing messing up? Oh Lord. Okay. Uh oh my goodness. You still there?
I'm
Oh
here.
Lord. Okay. I don't know why this thing messing up like that. And you say you there, but I do not see you. But you see me, huh?
I do.
Okay. Well, I will just let it stay
You
like
are
that.
you are frozen.
I am frozen, but you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. Well, you stay right there. Hold on one moment. Okay. Okay. So am I? Okay, I'm back now. Okay. So what was I saying? Do you remember? But anyway, I'm not frozen now, huh? Okay, I can't hear you now. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. It muted you. Okay, you unmuted now. Okay. You saying anything yet? Dead. Are you saying anything yet?
Renee, if you're saying something, I can't hear you.
You hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay, let me see. Mm, all right. Des went out. Let me see. Can I get her back? I'm back, but she's not here. But we were talking about the election, and we was talking about how people need to go out and vote, and we do welcome other people's opinions, and we do need to hear from you and see what you're saying about the matter of voting this year, 2024, which is a not only a election that you cannot afford to miss the opportunity to vote, but it is also another historical election that you do want to you want to go ahead and make history. Yep, you do. You want to make history, or you want to bring um, the woman up another level um, in society as a whole, and allow her to be able to represent and show what she has always been made of, and how she has always held things together. And with Miss Harris being the president, she will do well, because behind every good fella there is a woman. Behind every good fella. All right, you still alive, woman. I got you on the phone. What happened? You dropped out?
Yeah, yeah. I have to get off now. I just
Okay.
wanted to call to let you know.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Are you already able to log back in though?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm live.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. Well, Sister Dan said that she did tell us she wasn't going to be able to be on here the whole time, but we do thank her for her time that she gave us on here as we talked about the presidential election. And we did have another guest who have came in earlier before I even came live, but they had a change of plans. They had some unexpected things to happen, so they had to get off. So that was our NAACP president, Brother Michael Showers. He's gonna come on at a later date. He did have to get off, so we praise God for him and we appreciate him. And he's always an inspiration to me, and also a blessing to our community and working very hard to get some things done. And he do want to come on when he don't have to rush and he have enough time to actually talk about some things that's going on in the Tangipahoa Parish uh, as a whole in different arenas and in different areas. And I do thank God for Sister Desiree Hall that had to pull away from some important things that was going on with her and her family, but she did pull away for a minute and came and talked about this election and how important this election is, and some of the things that we need to know about this election and why that you should make sure you exercise your right to vote. So, with that being said, we are gonna probably, I was gonna say we're gonna end this live, but we probably gonna keep this live going, and we're probably gonna play some music. And if somebody else comes in the room on TikTok and they want to talk, we're going to allow them that opportunity to talk. If they're talking right now, if they're talking right now, and if they're giving some productive information, we're going to allow them to do that. We just thank God for this opportunity on tonight to come and to just encourage people to vote, to let people know how important voting is, and let them know how it's important that they go. Everybody, everybody, even myself, I'm gonna have to go to the registrar's office to make sure it don't be no mistakes made in this election. And I am registered. I am registered to vote, but I don't want no mistakes made. So the people have been being purged off the list and all kind of stuff. So I want to make sure that is not the case with me, and I want to make my family to make sure it's not the case with either of them as well. So what I'm going to do at this present moment, I'm going to put a picture up, and I'm going to play some great gospel music. At least I think it's great, and I hope you think it's great too. I think it's great too. So, with that being said, I'm going, and they sending something out. Women who want more. Okay, that's all right there. All right, all right, all right. So we were talking community awareness, and we're gonna get that flyer up, and it might be some more community awareness. I do know today that we did have an interview concerning an event that's coming up starting tomorrow night, and I'm gonna show you that right now. I'm gonna show you that right now. We want to see you tomorrow night or Saturday night at the Holy Ghost Revival, sponsored by Pastor Anthony Cox. Oh, excuse me, y'all, and Evangelist George Cox, and the revivalist is all the way. I want to say out of Texas, and it is Pastor Gaynor, I think Aura Knighton Senior. Yeah, it's gonna be at the West Side Church of God in Christ, and that's 184 Murray Road, Ponchatoula, Louisiana. You do want to be a part of that event. You do not want to miss it. You want to be there, be there, be there, be there. We want to say a special good evening to everybody that's stopping by and tuning in. We had us a little interview and talked about this upcoming election. And now we about to roll some music over here. We're going to roll a little music over here that we hope you be blessed by. But at any time you want to have conversation, we can have conversation. Listen up and be blessed.
payday is coming after a while. Every now and then, me and my sisters get together and we sing this song, reminding ourselves about the reason why we sing. And whatever we do for Christ. Only what you do for Christ will last. How many of y'all know? That's what the Bible says. This is what we say. Your time. Have mercy, Lord. But your I know that one day your love after one verse, one
Good evening, everybody that's stopping by. Good evening, good evening.
sometimes I had it down. There were a whole lot of times when I felt like I was just as low as the ground. But oh, I didn't let it bother me. I realized payday showed up. My daddy used to sing the song. And after a while, here's another verse. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I had been wrong. There were a lot of times I felt like my time wasn't long. Oh, when I do all I can do when somebody looks at me,
Hello, hello. Let's shut
everybody just feels like you know that one day I will showed up. Sometimes we might have to drink tears for water. That's all right. That's all right. He's right on holding on. Showed up. Sometimes we've been talked about. We've been lied on, you've been told. We can't right on roll. Because we realize one day, you keep right on doing what you do for Christ. It's only what you do. Only what you do. Only what you do. It's gonna last. I hate to tell y'all.
How many on the battlefield for the Lord? Can I get a witness tonight? How many on the battlefield for the Lord? If you're on the battlefield for the Lord, let me hear you say yeah. All right. Okay. Can I sing my song? Now y'all, everybody move your hand. Everybody clap your hands. Really good tonight, y'all. Everybody clap your hands. Let's sing it. Oh, song. Listen. Say no more. On the back to the I'm on the back to the oh yeah. For my Lord. I'm working for my Lord. For my Lord. Promise him that I'm certain Lord, on the back, yes, sir. Working for my Lord. Everybody, everybody, clap your hands. One more time. On the back to the I'm on the back to the every day of my life. Oh, Lord, I'm looking for my Lord. For a long time ago, I feel it good now, y'all. I promise you,
Thank you.
I'm coming to you. Thank you, Lord. I'm happy for Jesus. I'm happy for Jesus. I'm happy for Jesus. There's no doubt about Jesus. She's gonna work it. There's no life in this. She's gonna work it.
Welcome to Friday's Gospel Music Drives with your Princess of Radio, Evangelist DJ Renee.
Listen, church. Though I speak with the tongues of angels, I want to tell you it takes more than that. Pastor Kilson, I may have the faith to move yonder mountain. Well, I want to tell you, it takes more than that. But without charity, are you listening to me this evening? See, because we got a lot of folks who are doing good things, but they don't have the love of God in their heart. I said, without charity, it just won't last. Tinkling cymbal, sounding brass. Come on, put your hand together. Come on. Oh, I speak with tongues of angels. Let me tell y'all, it takes more than that. I may have the faith to move yonder mountain, but I tell y'all, it takes more than that. It won't last. Like tinkling cymbal, sounding brass, tinkling cymbal, sounding brass, tinkling cymbal, sounding brass. Well, look at here. I may give my body to be burned, but I tell y'all, it takes more than that. I may sell all of my goods and give them to the poor, but I tell you, it takes more than that. It won't last. I'm not taking that symbol, sounding brass, taking that symbol, sounding brass, taking that symbol, sounding brass. Look at here, whether that be prophecies, it will fail. Whether that be tongues, they will cease. Whether there be knowledge, it will fade away. So you better do your work in the right way. But if you have faith, hope, and charity, remain these three. Oh, the greatest of them all is charity. And I take a symbol, sounding brass. That tinkling cymbal, sounding brass. I tell you, it just won't last. That tinkling cymbal, sounding brass. That sounding brass. Oh, tinkling cymbal, yeah, it's sounding brass. Oh, tinkling cymbal, sounding brass. It's sounding. Somebody here, let me know what I'm talking about. When I tell you one thing, if I walk right, it's sounding. But if I talk right, it's sounding. If I live right, it's sounding. But if I pray right, it's sounding. I may have faith, but hallelujah, I'm the mountain. So all of my goods, give them to the poor. But without the love of my God, I feel like it's in the air. It's sounding brass. You gotta have that love in your heart. You gotta get it deep. Anybody You got to know God in your heart. You want to clap your hands. Clap your hands. A little bit louder. A little bit louder. A little bit louder. A little bit louder. Remember the Lord pretty good. Remember the Lord pretty good. Don't you be ashamed. Don't you be ashamed.
Okay. All right, all right. Look no further. You need a bus? Why not try Games Adventures Unlimited? We got just what you need. We have a bus for every occasion. Airport transportation, cruise line transfers, also group charter service, casino trips, national sporting events, also weddings, reunions, and parties, church and school field trips. We also specialize in college sports teams and programs, emergency transportation. You can give us a call at 95-345-7629. We're located at 465 Mars Boulevard, Hammond, Louisiana, 70401. You can also go to our website, see our buses and more information at www.gatenbuscharters.com. That's right. That is www.gatenbuscharters.com. Hey, give us a call, give us a text. We need to hear from you.
You have a problem. It seems like you just can't solve. You tried and you tried, but you keep saying hard. You need to leave it alone. Oh yeah, let God, let the Lord work it out. Leave it alone. Oh yeah, let God do it. And you just let the Lord work it out. Let him work it out for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I believe I say it again now. If you have a problem, seems like you just can't solve. You tried and you tried, but you keep getting hard. You need to leave it alone. Oh yeah, let God do it. The Lord work it out. Leave it alone. Oh yeah, let God do it. And you just let the Lord work it out. Let him work it out for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now listen, when you're trouble and you don't know what to do, call on the Lord, yeah. I'm a witness, he will see you through. And when you're burdened by things that you don't understand, take all of your problems and put them in the master's hand. Just let my Lord work it out. Let him work it out for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. One more thing I want to say now. When you need a friend, none can be found. When you need to talk to someone, there is no one around. Just go down on your knees in prayer. God will hear you pray because He's always there. Let the Lord work it out. Let Him work it out. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Now come on, how much let's say, leave it alone. You and you, just leave it alone. You need to leave it alone. Leave it alone. All those problems you're going through, just leave it alone. Turn them over to the Lord. Leave it alone. All those hard-headed children, just leave it alone. And those backbiting friends, leave it alone. Everything you're going through, just leave it alone. Turn it over to the Lord. Leave it alone. We need to be like Moses, just leave it alone. Standing at the Red Sea. Leave it alone. Being out of Egypt, he had to flee. Leave it alone. With Pharaoh behind him, just leave it alone. Just a rod in his hand. Leave it alone. He walked through water, just leave it alone. Walked on dry land. Leave it alone. Remember Paul the Silas, just leave it alone. In a Roman.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for stopping by.
I work hard for the price. I work hard for the price. I work hard for the price. I know I get more than I believe I said it. I work hard for the Lord. Somebody need to go and sing it aloud. I work hard for the Lord. Yes, I work hard for the Lord. I know. Yeah. I got to cry sometime. Yeah. I know I do. I got to cry sometime. Oh, yeah. Sometime. Yeah. It's all right. I know I get away. Yeah. Nobody gets hard to climb. Yes, they do. He'll get hard to climb. Well, the hills get hard to climb. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Somebody knows what I'm saying. Sometimes gonna get low, yeah. Y'all know something about it. Sometimes gonna get low, yeah. Oh Lord, sometimes my money gets so low. I know, one of these old days, if I keep on working, if I keep on man, if I live the way you want me to live, I may have to try. Yes, I do. Friend, even pass me by. Yeah. Pain may get in this whole body, but it's all right. I may even get lied, but that's all right. One of these old days, I want to be old days. I don't know how long, don't even know how soon, but one of these old days, it may be night, it may be cool, but he's coming back, and he's gonna pay for the work we've done. For know how the world is coming for us. I know it is. You better put the time in. You better put the time in. wanna be your name. Yeah, well,
all right, church girl.
my Jesus is around. He'll be related. He's a mighty, mighty rock. He'll be related. My Jesus is around. He'll be related. Shout up, shout up. I want love, but thank God I'm fine. I was blind, but now I see. Oh, my Jesus is around. He's a mighty, mighty rock. Oh, yes, he is. My Jesus is around. Shout up, shout just as I would be and wound and said, I find him ready, and I thank God he has made me glad. Oh, my Jesus is a rock. He's a mighty, mighty rock. Oh, yes, he is. My Jesus is a rock. Shout out, shout when I get burning down, he'll be my rock. Hold on, hold on. When I don't know which way to turn, I call on Jesus, he'll be right there for me. Oh, Jesus, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh Lord, my Lord, my Lord, he'll be your rock. Time of trouble, he'll be your rock. Each and every day, yeah. Oh, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus, come on, you. He's a rock. 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 Thank you, Jesus. He died. Yes, he died. Yeah, on the cross. On that cross. For you and I. For you and I. Got me right now. Leave my hand. Have a right. Have a right. To the tree of life. To the tree of life. He's alright. I know he's alright. He's alright. Been good to me. I'm talking about this. Talking about this. Why? Why? Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. Oh, Jesus. When I was sick. Couldn't get well. What did he do for you? Jesus came on in and picked me up. Turn me around. Let me turn you around. Heal my body. Heal my
Welcome to Friday's Gospel Music Drive with your Princess of Radio, Evangelist DJ Renee.
For all your tax services, 2021-22. New Beginnings Tax Services, 5710 Northwest Side, Houston, Texas 77028. You can call 913-671-9946 or 913-671-9154. You have cash advances from $500 to $6,000 in 24 to 48 hours. Refunds in 5 to 21 business days. We do it all. Refund anticipation checks, RAC, 5 to 21 days, direct deposit free, paper returns, electronic filing, notary. Hey, call us today, call us today. We can have your tax as early as January the 2nd. If you haven't called us and it's after January the 2nd, you're late, you're late, you're late.
Just another day. Oh, no. And the Lord has kept me, has kept me. Oh, 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 oh. Just another day, another day. Ooh, well, and the Lord has kept me, has kept me. Oh, He has. He has. Oh, He has kept me. He has kept me. Oh, in my mind, yeah, in my mind, with my mind. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, with my mind. Oh, yeah. Stay on Jesus. Oh, I've got you. I got you. Oh, my. Anybody got it? Anybody got it? Yeah. I got it on my mind. I got it on my mind. Each and every day of my life. I got it on my mind. I got it on my mind. So hands together. I got it on my mind. I don't care where you are. You need to have it on your mind. Whatever you're going through, get it on your mind. Oh, in my mind, yeah. In my mind. Oh, in my mind, yeah. In my mind. Oh, with my mind, yeah. In my mind. He kept me. He kept me when I couldn't keep myself. He kept my mind. A long time ago, I lost my mother in 2008. I was gonna lose my mind. 3 years later, I lost my daddy. He kept my mind. He stayed on him. He kept my mind. Yeah, with my mind. With my mind. Oh, with my mind. Yeah, with my mind. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Friday's Gospel Music Drive with your Princess of Radio, Evangelist DJ Renee. You see, I learned a long time time ago that I'm blessed coming in and I'm blessed coming out. I know I'm blessed. I may not have all that I need, but I know I'm blessed. I may not have all that I need, but I know I'm blessed. I may not have all I need, but I know I'm blessed. I got my I got my help and everything from my life. Yes, I have. Activity. I may not have my health and strength, but I know I'm blessed. I may not have my health and strength, but I know I'm blessed. I may not have my health and strength, but I know I'm blessed. I got my health and activity. Activity. Look at me through. Activity. Ooh, I may not have a fine car, I know I'm blessed. I may not have a fine car, but I know I'm blessed. I may not have a fine car, but I know I'm blessed. I got my health and activity. Look at me move. I may not have a fine home, but I know I'm blessed. I may not have a fine home, but I know I'm blessed. I may not have a fine home, but I know I'm blessed. I got my health and activity. Activity. Oh, I got activity. Oh, I know. Yes, I am. Blessed in the city. Blessed in the field. When I go, blessed when I go. I'm blessed in the morning. I'm blessed in the evening. I'm blessed in the midnight hour. I'm still blessed. Look at my hands. My hands are moving. Look at my legs. Moving too.
How you doing, Imani? God bless you. I was wondering when you gonna come by.
Good God Almighty, I know. I know. Good God Almighty, I know. The reason I know that I'm blessed. The reason I know that I'm blessed. When I look around, I see my family. They're doing well. I know I'm blessed. Oh, I know I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed. Food on my table, clothes on my bed, shoes on my feet, over my head. I'm blessed. Yes, I am. I'm blessed. God Almighty. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Let me
Somebody said, I know I'm blessed. Hey y'all, we did community awareness earlier talking about the presidential election.
Ray Willis with Soul Prosper Radio, and I want you to know that PGGM Radio is the perfect place for your ministry. You're at church, a preacher, or another great show host like myself. PGGM Radio is the perfect place for your ministry. Playing great gospel music and ministry is the makeup of this great station, and you should make it your business to make PGGM the new home of your ministry. Contact Evangelist DJ Renee for more details today. I woke up early this morning, feeling good. Yes, sir, feeling good. I woke up early this morning, feeling good. Feeling good. You know the blood running warm in my veins. God Almighty, in my veins. Starting on another day's journey. Feeling good. And I see
Oh, yeah, I'm going to start that back. But I'm also sharing with my TikTok family. Thank you so much, Imani, for the gifts, And so I do have one of my TikTok family that's up and in queue. Hey, Imani, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Good morning from here.
What time is it there? Because I know it is early in the morning, about what, 5 o'clock in the morning?
It's 3 p.m. 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah, I've been saying 3 p.m., 3 a.m. Look.
3 a.m. Yeah, I'm a mistake. 3 a.m.
Oh, I've been missing hanging out with you in the mornings. I've been had to go to one of my little on call jobs. I'm like, man. And then tomorrow, tomorrow
I was having a.
Huh?
Okay, I was having. Hello.
I'm listening. I hear you.
Yeah, I was having a very busy day. Throughout this week, we're having a church program that is coming up on Monday, 30th to 4th of October. We're having a program. So I was very busy. We are going from street to street, sharing and be inviting more people to be for the program. So I'm becoming very, very busy as I'm not really be coming online.
Okay, so you were busy too. So you didn't even miss me because you were busy too.
Yeah, I'm busy. I just want, I've not heard from you I've never heard from you for a long time. So I said, let me just check around if maybe you're gonna be on live or gonna be on TikTok. So I just passed by. So I see you on live. So I just had to pass by and say hi.
Yeah, you better get you some rest. Some sleep. Hi, Roy. How you doing? And thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for the gifts, Imani.
Thank you. Yeah. I really appreciate you, though. I really appreciate it.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. But anyway, I'm about to play another song. Well, I'm going to finish playing that song. That's one of my special songs. And one of my platforms, I'm going to be ending it in a minute, but I'll still be on TikTok. Hey, Roy, how are you? All right. Here goes some more music. Music.
Oh. Thank you. I enjoy your music too.
All right.
Started me on feeling good. Yes, sir. Feeling good. You know the blood running warm in my veins. Got it right. In my veins. When I woke up, that's when I got up. Close in my right mind. I look out my window pane. I thank God I was not blind. Saw the birds flying in the air. That let me know Jesus cares. I can stand right here and tell. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
Oh, shucks now.
How you feel?
Feeling good.
Feeling good. God, feeling good. Feeling good. When you know you up this morning. Feeling good.
Hey, y'all, when he woke me up this morning, I woke up feeling good.
Yeah. Me too.
Right.
I started to walk. Feeling good. I had a brand new walk. Feeling good. Yeah. Feeling good. I started to talk. Feeling good. And I told everybody. I feel good. Feeling good. I'm wrapped up. Feeling good. I'm tired. Feeling good. I'm tangled up. Feeling good. It's just feeling good. If that makes me feel good. Feeling feeling good. Yes, I feel good. Good color of my feeling good. You getting my skin. But I feel like feeling good. Every time I feel like feeling good. Have a way, feeling good. We were feeling good. Getting my feeling good. Feeling good. Good God Almighty, feeling good. Anybody here feeling good? Feel like I feel feeling good. Oh, say I'm feeling good. Big old, I'm feeling good. Just I'm feeling good. Rain, I'm feeling good. Oh, Joe, I'm feeling good. I want to tell I'm feeling good. Take I'm feeling good. Tell me how you feel. I'm feeling good. God bless you. I'm feeling good. Lord, I'm feeling good. I wish this was feeling good. I wish Tommy was feeling good. You know what they say? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Good God Almighty, feeling good. I'm feeling good. But you want to feel good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You still should feel good. Feeling good. When the light is shining, feeling good. You want to feel good. Feeling good. The Holy Ghost got me feeling good. Holy Ghost got me feeling good. Holy Ghost got me feeling good. Hold me by the hand, feeling good. Everybody feel feeling good. All that I feel feeling good. Baby say, I'm feeling good. 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 I'm feeling good. Good God Almighty, feeling good. If you feel good, fellas, I'm feeling good. Show the world I'm feeling good. Tell the world how y'all feel. I'm feeling good. What y'all say? I'm feeling good. Say it again. I'm feeling good. I can't hear you. I'm feeling good.
You like that? You like that? You like that? You like that? Huh? I see you, everybody. Yeah. You like that? Yeah, I like I'm that. I'm feeling good. Yeah, I love the song. Yes, indeed. Okay, for this platform on YouTube and Facebook for this first segment, which was my community awareness talk show, live interview and discussion. We did discuss the president election on today, y'all. But we're going to end this live, and we will do a replay from time to time this week of this live because we did have some talk on the beginning with my girl Desiree Hall, and we're gonna make sure you all get to hear what we talked about. So we're out, we're out, we're out, we're out. All right, we're still in on TikTok, and I'm about to start